Hello and welcome back to Kane's Picks. We're back at this part 2 of the barrel picks at Rob's house. This is the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Proof. As you can see, we're back here at Whiskey Heaven, getting ready to have a good time and choose out a really nice barrel. Alright, now we're on to the second barrel pick of the night. This time we are doing the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Pick as a barrel proof toasted barrel. This is one of the few Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel picks that they've done. This will be the first foolproof one they've done too. We get to do one of only 20 barrels coming out in the country for next year. They are various proof ranges. They start at about 120 something, go all the way up to into the 130s. There's a nice little range here. Being the toasted barrel, they should have a nice little crispness and a little bit of nice richness because the toasted barrels helps kind of smooth the edges, kind of takes a little bit of the heat and a little bit of spice off of them. Looking forward to trying these. We're getting ready to do a little nice little pick of these. Well, as we started, I knew one of my friends was going to be a little biased because Elijah Craig Toasted happens to be one of his favorites, and now we have a barrel proof version, so I had a pretty good idea he was going to like all of these, which he did. All right, now we're all ready to go. Everybody's got a little bit of the toasted in their glasses. We're going to start here with our first barrel. Like I said, they all have varying proofs. The cool thing with these, like I said, we're going to try them first time through at full strength, and then like I always do and tell everybody is like, when you try them at full strength, they're basically like a closed fist. They're tight, they're full, they're going to be sometimes almost hard to drink. The second time through, I'm going to go through, I'm going to add just a touch of water to each one of them. That's going to open them up, make them a little bit richer, a little bit softer. It will make them where they're not quite as in your face, and just kind of tone down the alcohol, make them a little bit more palatable for most people. All right, let's start them off, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Now, just like on the Heaven Hill, we take our time, we sample through all 5. You know, it's always best to take a nice little sip or a hint of breathe through and all of them, smell them all first. Take a little taste, but that first time through, you know, you're really not going to get all the full flavors. So you got to go and just try them all and see what you like. The second time through is when you really start to pick out and figure out the ones you like. And like I did before, in the ones I moved to the front or the ones that I didn't like or the ones that have been eliminated from the day. All these were really good. They were all pretty close, but you know, you can always find something. I always laugh as I don't pick the one I like. I always try to find just something I don't like. And whenever I find the little thing about the whiskey I don't like, I just push it forward and move it out of the way because I like all whiskeys, just some are better than others. As you tasted through these tonight, we had some really, really good examples of whiskey tonight. One of them was absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to getting in the store. You'll have to come by Beehive here in Paducah and see me and pick this one out when it comes in, because when this one comes in, you guys will thoroughly enjoy it. No, number 5 is when you add the water, is still probably my favorite. For the fact is, it does get the marshmallow and stuff still stays. The caramel comes more forward. You get all that nice vanilla. I mean, it's literally got almost all the good flavors you want, with just that thick creaminess to it. Yeah. I would not expect it to keep it like. The water sometimes does bring the heat forward, but no, this one just made it thicker, a little creamier, a little richer. 4 was great. I mean, it made 4 much sweeter too and gave it more softness. Yeah. But when you add the water to 5, it at full proof is already good, and then now it just kept it. That's what I look for. That's why when I add the water to them, I want to make sure that when it's good at full proof, I want to make sure that it's good all the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to add just a little bit more water just to make sure. Because I have seen it drop off a little bit at the end before too, and God forbid I don't want to get that last little sip or so and then be like, oh well, it's okay now.
No, it's both of
I
them.
hate to say it, but of the 2 testings we did, the Elijah Craig blew the other one's away.
No, the Heaven Hill is very good. First things first, one of the main reasons why that you like this one a little bit better, this one's older. The Heaven Hill is a 7 years old. These are 9, so these have at least 2 more years of age to them. They are, obviously a different mash bill, so they have a little bit more of a different complexity to them. So that they're going to kind of change things. And plus, I say when you're predetermined to like something in your head already, you're probably going to like it to begin with. You're going to lean that way anyway. So it's probably going to be one of your more favorites, no matter what it is. That's why when I try not to look at proofs, and I try and look at anything about the barrel, especially like when we go to other certain places where they give you more options, because that can sway your opinion. Oh, this was born on this day. This is this old, or this is that proof. I try not to look at any of that until after I pick the one I like the best. Then I will pay attention to one. Matter of fact, let's see. What do we get?
This is the pick.
Yeah. All right. Now, the winner for this evening is 130 proof. It came from Rick House. Was it
There's some
one?
glasses underneath the
I
bar.
I forgot them right
There it
now.
is.
Rick House, one and
Sit your
J
mileage, can't
on-
get
on-
the glasses.
on the fourth floor. So this is a fourth floor whiskey. So it's right there, kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
130 proof. That's a really good proof. It's not overpowering, but and like I said, God, it has such a marshmallowy flavor.
It doesn't taste like 130 proof.
So
A toasted
Fourth floor is
marshmallow.
in the middle. What kind
the-
of rick house they got?
the winner for this evening will be the number 5 barrel of the Elijah Craig. These are all supposed to show up at the store. They should all be around about March. So if you're in the West Kentucky area and you want to swing by and see us, I should have these ready to go. You will thoroughly enjoy these. And like I said, these are 2 of the rarer barrel picks in the entire country. Like I said, there's only about 14 of the Heaven Hills, and this will only be about 20 of these Elijah Craig Toasteds. These are the first ever barrel picks of both of these that have come out into the country. So we get to be one of the first people to ever pull out these Heaven Hills and the Elijah Craigs. Come by and see me, and I hope you enjoy drinking some whiskey.